kumabaw on your screens as we await for the official start of our call-outs. We have our players very much eager and excited to begin this match. We've seen earlier Aliyah Torres on the side of the Creamline Cool Smashers because this is actually the first game for the rookie of the Good Vibes squads. You also have Staunton on your screens, very much giving us that good vibes energy as usual and waving to everyone together with her partner in scoring last time, showing MVP numbers, Bernadette Pons. On the other side, Franz Ronquillo, who's been the biggest scorer and the revelation for the Galeries Tower Highrisers, is also with big smiles here as match is about to begin. And we're going to be having our call-outs as we turn it over to our Coliseum announcer.
Presenting our national officials for this match. First referee, Mr. Fernando Velarde. Second referee, Mr. Joffer Educado. Let's welcome our starting lineup from our Galeries Tower Highrisers. Let's begin with jersey number 3, Isabel Jamie Jimenez. At number 8, Rene Mabilangan. Wearing jersey number 12, Rosel Baliton. At number 13, Franz Elise Ronquillo. Number 14, Andrea Marzan. And number 19, our guest player from Thailand, Chulin Sutadda. Starting libero is their team captain, number 16, Alyssa Eroa. Head coach, Miss Lerma Hiron. Calling on our Creamline Cool Smashers. Let's begin with their team captain. She wears jersey number 7, Michelle Teresa Gumabao. At number 1, Kyle Angela Negrito. Wearing jersey number 5, Risa Sato. Number 14, Isabel Beatriz De Leon. Number 19, Bernadette Pons. And number 22, our guest player from the USA, Erica May Staunton. Starting libero is number 11, Kyla Liana Atienza. Head coach, Mr. Sherwin Meneses. This match is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
There you have it, your starters from the Teal squad. They're starting with the usual 6. Marzan, Ronquillo, Nut, Ney, Rosel, and Jimenez, together with their team captain, Eroa, as the first libero. On the other side, Pink squad is bringing in their usual suspects. No surprises from both sides of the court, and it's just going to be a test of scouting, of familiarity, and really reading the opponent, as Peanut, as you see on your screen, will be going up against Erica Staunton. Both foreign guest players have not had an explosive game compared to their counterparts in other teams, but both have been showing up with a lot of stability, especially in defense.
Well, they are on the rise, that's for sure. So I think they're just waiting for that breakout game.
Sometimes it's really about riding the tide or riding the wave, depending on when that is. That first reception coming from Chulim, converting to a quick attack coming from Barbie Marzan.
Both teams want to start out strong. Creamline wants to officially secure the top 3 spot in Pool A. And as for Galeries, they are fighting for survival here in the first preliminary round.
Trying to find their first win. They've had great games, 2 5-setters, but unfortunately to their demise. A free point goes to the squad wearing pink as Bernadette Pons now serves for the Cool Smashers. Going for her jump float. Picked up there by Eroa. Hopped up for a quick tip. Negrito goes up to Gumabao, who gets that off the hands of Mabilangan.
As I said, Michelle Gumabao is one of the best options in this conference for Kyle Negrito.
Well, she is the only Cool Smasher, or rather the top Cool Smasher to appear in the best spikers category, ranking number 3 right before this match. Pawns there to serve. That regalo was well received there by Erica Staunton.
Erica Staunton is coming off a 21-point performance. Michelle Gumabao is coming off a 17-point performance.
As
So we can see na ang dami pang pwedeng pumuntos for the Cool Smashers.
And as you mentioned, pumuntos, you know, we're missing a prolific scorer in Eliza Valdez, but then Bernadette Pons has been keeping that seat warm for the Cool Smashers at the moment.
Both teams have been exchanging a couple of service errors here in this opening set.
It's a 1-point game. Creamline ahead at the moment. The serve now will be coming from Andrea Marsan. Oh, sharp serve. Negrito goes up to Staunton, off the blockers. Picked up there by Marzan. Mabilangan chooses Nut, and Nut gets that off the hands of Negrito. And let's check in with Kyla Castillo.
Thank you so much, Sinj. Well, today is the day that we're finally seeing action from Creamline's recent addition, Alea Torres. And she brings with her this feel-good aura. In a conversation earlier, she told me that with her debut, she intends to simply play and have fun, especially with her family supporting her all the way from Canada, which, by the way, 3 a.m. daw ngayon doon. Kwento ni Alea, so far, she has been bonding with her teammates, particularly MG, over facials, food trips, and church. Today, let's see how this chemistry-building tactics can translate into the game. Enjoy premier volleyball experience when you download the Pilipinas Live app, available for only 149 pesos per month. Now back to you, Sinjanil.
Thank you so much, Kyla. That's very interesting, no? Yung bonding nila either nourishes the body, nourishes the beauty, or nourishes your spirit.
And the soul.
And the soul, yes. Saan mo gusto sumama doon, Neil?
Kahit saan.
It's 4-all now in our scoreboard as Galeries will be serving with Franz Ronquillo. Picked up there by Atienza. Staunton going with a sharp cross court.
She has the hops, she has the height, she also has that power.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, Masalubong ng Bayan.
Staunton starting to heat up here in the first set.
Staunton showing some stunts. Gumabao there with a serve. They go up to Nut, getting that off the hands of Negrito.
She's a very smart attacker. She doesn't go to power all the time. Sometimes she chooses sharp angles, sometimes she goes for the soft tips.
She's really known for good court awareness, no?
That's just pure experience.
Yeah.
I mean, her experience with the national team of Thailand and the club season din doon, yung panahon niya.
Speaking of experience, Bea De Leon, with the much experience that she's been having with Creamline, has developed that connection with Kyle Negrito, especially in that last sequence.
I was about to say, nung unang pumasok si Bea De Leon with Creamline,
May
parang
kapa eh.
nangangapa pa siya with Kyle Negrito, but now they've found the right height, they've found the right tempo for her sets.
Here, also getting the right tempo is Rosel Baliton on the other side of the net. 6-all.
We've seen her play multiple possessions, but now she is a middle blocker for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. They do want to maximize that height of Rosel Baliton to get a lot of touches on the hits of Creamline.
Really maximize the ceiling that she could put up. Pons a bit away from the net on the other side. Jimenez popped up by Staunton, kept alive by Negrito. Gumabao, the captain, dumps it over. On the other side, Jimenez kept alive by Pons. Pons will try again. Going to find the line was Bernadette Pons.
Here's the thing about Bernadette Pons. She loves targeting the corner pockets. And yun yung mahirap depensahan if you were a defender. You would think na pag maganda yung set, susugod ka kasi ibabaon. But then she would find all of these empty spaces in the back row of their opponent.
And she would have this very good clipping with her hands na talagang lumalapag yung bola right at the right moment. Jimenez on the other side, that's deflected by the blockers of Creamline. Once again off the blockers this time. Ronquillo's there for coverage. A tip coming from Marzan. On the other side, Staunton from the pipe. Shanking away from the head of Barbie Marzan. It's going to be a Creamline point. Creamline ahead by 2 as we head on for a quick break. We'll be back here at the PVL.
Galeries.
We're back here at the heart of Pasig City as we continue the coverage of the Premier Volleyball League Reinforced Conference. It's Creamline going up against Galeries Tower Highrisers. It's been a seesaw battle up to 6 points, or the 6 mark. Then Creamline went ahead and pulled away by 2 points before we entered the technical timeout. Jimenez is going to be challenged here by Bea De Leon with her serve as she goes for her trademark jump float. That went straight to Nut. They go up for a back quick. That is denied by the block of Creamline. Sato and Pons conniving for that one.
That's the downside of having 2 attackers in the front. It's easier for the left pin in the middle blocker of Creamline. He actually reads those short slide attacks.
3-point lead now for Creamline as a result of that. Serve went set to Iroa. Jimenez recovering and finding a spot at zone 6.
Talked about Grace Bombita in the pregame, and today she will take on the same role. Magagaling siya off the bench pag kailangan ng additional firepower itong si Coach Lerma. But right now, I just like the matchup of the setters. Both setters are just really trying to distribute the balls well.
And you're really noticing, no, it's starting to get unpredictable where they'll bring the ball. Creamline gets a freebie after the Ronquillo hit sails out. 3-point game. Negrito will be serving. Best setter in the All-Filipino Conference. Going for that sharp serve, one of the top servers in the league so far. Jimenez is denied there by Gumabo and Sato. That's a difficult wall to pass through. And as we look at this again, a solid block coming from MG Gumabao. Galeries Tower will now call timeout. Let's listen to Coach Kitchi.
Ano yung gusto nyong gawin? At nakita nyo naman, ang ano naman ng blocker sa'yo, hindi naman nakadungaw na gano'n eh. Paluin mo lang na mabilis. Actually, nauna ka nga pa ng konti eh. Kaso, ang bagal ng contact. Okay? Pag umangat ka, dapat mabilis agad yung adjustment. Hindi pwede yung pag-angat mo, doon ka pala mag-iisip, anong gagawin ko? Hindi pwede. Oh, nauna ako, wala pang blocker, anong gagawin ko? Di ba? Dapat mabilis yung decision making. Ayun ang billing ko sa'yo, huwag kang pumalo ng diretsyo. Malamang may blocker yan. May kalaban tayo.
Coach Lerma trying to remind the Galeries Tower Highrisers about being complacent because they can have a complacent mindset, you know. Complacency can really kill you in this game. You can't just rely on your opponent's mistakes.
She was also giving reminders to their attackers na kailangan nagbabasa tayo ng depensa ng nasa kabilang side ng court.
Both on the net defense and the floor defense. at that. Specifically net defense. Sabi nga niya, imposibleng walang blocker dyan sa kalaban. Ronquillo with that hit. On the other side, Torres popping this one up to Gumabaw. Kept alive by Aroa. They go up to Jimenez. Oh, that block is going out. That's a hit out for Isa Jimenez.
Jimenez responds well to that timeout. A while ago, she was blocked by Michelle Gumabaw, but this time, she found a way to get it out of bounds.
Well, if there's blockers, tool it, right? Jimenez will now serve. Pons picks that one up. They go up to Pons. On the other side, Aroa chooses Ronquillo. Picked up there by Staunton. Staunton from the pipe, but there will be an infraction called against Erica.
She definitely stepped on that attack line. So that is going to be a violation for Creamline.
This now trims down to a 2-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Isa Jimenez and the rest of the Highrisers playing catch-up here. Pons with that reception. They go up to Pons from the back. Ang layo ng nilakbay ni Pons just to get to that attack.
Magic hands from Bernadette Pons. Look at how graceful she was on that drop ball, finding Eliza Aroa out of position. She was anticipating another strong hit dun sa corner pocket.
And take note, she received that ball between Zone 5 and Zone 6 and then ran to the fore side of the net. Staunton with that hit. Shulim denied by the block. Ronquillo off the blocker. Staunton will tip it over. Popped up by Isa. Oh, what a hit from Ronquillo. Last touch was Creamline as his ball sailed out.
If you don't get it the first time, just try again. Eventually, you will get the point. Yun din yung pinapakita ni Franz Ronquillo right now.
Marzan serving as they're down by 2. Negrito going for that quick hit that goes through the blockers. Kept alive by Galeries Tower. Gumabaw will respond this time. Kept alive by Mabilangan. Sudata. On the other side, Pons from the back row. Jimenez was there. Ney goes to Nut. MG will be called for a double contact violation.
Creamline has consistently pushed the Galeries Tower Highrisers out of system. That's why Mabilangan has been forced to dish out break balls to Sudata, Chulim, or Pinut.
And you're also noticing though the resilience of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Trinabaho nila to as they were down by as much as 3. But now the lead is regained by the Cool Smashers. Look at that again.
Erica Staunton targeting the hands of Ronquillo.
Risa Sato with that serve. Popped up by Chulim. They go to the opposite side. That gets through for Franz Ronquillo.
That is the second point for Franz Ronquillo. 3 players are actually in the 2-point mark. You have Pinut, you have Ronquillo, and you also have Isa Jimenez.
Meanwhile, the middle blockers contributing 1 point each. However, a free point is given to the Cool Smashers. The service fault for Galeries Tower.
Team captain, Michelle Gumabaw.
MG Gumabaw
Serving for the Cool Smashers.
serving for Creamline. Picked up there by Jimenez. They go up to Nut. Staunton was there. They go up to Staunton. Staunton going for an angle.
What an angle for Erica Staunton. That ball landed before that 3-meter line. And Pinut couldn't do anything about it.
That's just wow. 3-point lead for Creamline. Serve coming from MG. Chulim making do and adjusting, keeping the gap close at 2.
That's a better set for Nut. Mapapansin natin, mas gusto niya yung low fast set na hindi masyadong malayo sa net. So even if out of system yung Galeries Tower Highrisers, they have to find a way to dish out better sets so that she can find a way to score.
And really maximize the potential of Pinot as we enter this the second technical timeout. A 3-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Supportahan natin ang mga atletang Pilipino sa Paris Olympic Games 2024. Watch the games live from July 26 to August 11 on One Sports, One Sports Plus, RPTV, TV5, and the Pilipinas Live app. 100 taong laban para sa bayan as we see Romami Dermal here on your screens after that big win that they had against Choco Mucho in the last game day.
Marina Toshova just set a new record as she tallied 45 points. Can you imagine that? 45 points.
Parang nakatatlong 5 centers. Staunton looking to catch up there to those numbers. Look at that.
No, in terms of attack points, I feel like nakakasabay naman itong Galeries Tower Highrisers. It's just that when it comes to serving, they've given up a lot of free points papunta sa Creamline. So that's something that they also have to adjust coming into the succeeding frames.
Well, it's also about minimizing their errors, trying to play the game perfect. Jimenez pushing this over and tricking everyone, finding a spot. 3-point lead for Creamline now. Is starting to diminish as Galeries Tower is starting to pave a way. Baliton with that serve. Negrito going up to a combination play. Read well there by Ronquillo. Jimenez again with that push. On the other side, Staunton from the back row. That's too low. And that's opportunity for Galeries Tower.
Mukhang nailang si Erica Staunton. She looked at that attack line. She did commit an error by stepping on that a while ago. So you just have to be aware of where you're going to take off.
Baliton with that serve this time, Neil. Oh, a solid block this time. And don't look at the score. Don't look too far because Galeries is just a point away from tying things over at the latter part of this set. Look at this block.
We're seeing a feisty Galeries Tower Highrisers squad. Again, dalawa na yung 5-setters na what-ifs ni Coach Lerma. So right now, she really wants to get a win.
They've survived those 5-setters, unfortunately, to their demise. Ball is turned over to the side of Galeries Tower. Jimenez denied there by the block. Solid blocking here from Creamline. Ronquillo adjusting from the back row. Negrito using De Leon, but a solid block coming from Isa Jimenez, tying the ball game at 17. It's a 4-0 run by Galeries Tower Highrisers. Look at that, Neil. Great timing there coming from Isa. Let's check in with this timeout by Coach Sherman.
Transition, pumunta doon, yan. Pwede yan. Pero chance ball eh. Diba? So wala tayong ginawang kakaiba. Pasa mo na ulit, okay?
Yes. Side out mo now.
Siksik muna tayo dito, Bea. Pons.
Yes, coach.
3 or 2 kung ano gusto ni Pons. Ha? Let's go, let's go.
Let's go!
Yeah,
All in, Creamline!
We haven't seen a lot of combination plays in the middle. Kadalasan, pag free ball yung nakukuha ng Creamline, favorite nila yan eh. That's why Coach Sherwin pointed that out. When you get a free ball, that is not the time to run to super basic plays. Yun yung time na paikutin mo yung tao.
While you're in transition, of course, you kind of have to be creative because the more basic or the more simple or fundamental the play is, the more easy for the opponent to read it. Baliton with that serve. Negrito will bring this one to a combination play. Kyle going to this patong play this time. Oh, that's over. Received there by Galeries Tower. As
the dig was there though from Baliton. Great effort from Galeries Tower. But now Creamline will overtake them once again. Score is 18, serving 17.
it's a 1-point game. De Leon with that serve. Pinot going up for a chance ball for Creamline. Pons getting that one through. Sudata popping that one for Jimenez, who gets that off the hands of Gumabaw.
That's the fighting spirit na hinahanap ni Coach Lerma. Yes, they're out of system. It was a break ball. Pero sabi nga nila, kailangan ilaban mo na. You have to hit it with authority, hit it with power to get a good chance in a scoring of the transition play.
Serve coming from Ney. Kyle going up to a combination play that's too wide for Pons, and Galeries Tower will now take the lead, changing the favor and the tides to their side.
Creamline had a 4-point lead a while ago. They have maintained a consistent 3-point lead, but this is the time na kailangan nilang lumayo because we're almost at that 20-point mark.
At the most crucial of times, they go to Pons. That's read well by Mabilangan. They go up to Ronquillo. Slow down by the blockers. Negrito going to the pipe. Hit by Erica Swanson.
Finally, she gets a clean one in off the back row. That is the perfect distance for that back row hit.
It's 19-all as Kyle Negrito serves for the pink shirts. Going through her routine. Goes for the floater. That is sailing long for Creamline. Galleries maintaining their lead here of 1. Creamline starting to be put in a tight corner as Isa Jimenez serves. Negrito going to Pons on the back set.
It was such a simple hit or simple attack from Bernadette Pons. Look at this replay and look at her wrist action. Perfect clip right there, again finding that corner pocket in zone 1.
It's perfect vision as it's 20-all. Serve coming from Pons. They go up to Staunton. Corner is found there by Pinut. Look at that. It's set. Parang pasibat talaga eh.
High and long also yung target ni Pinut in her attacks. So Creamline also has to adjust their floor defense. Tight set there.
Pinut will be denied there by Gumabaw and Sato.
You saw the intention of Pinut. She didn't get the set that she liked, so she just used the hands of the blockers of Creamline to recycle that play. Unfortunately, there was nobody home behind her to pick that ball up. Masyadong nakasugod yung mga middle blockers ng Galeries Tower.
They go up to the opposite play, and that works for Ronquillo.
22-21 substitution. Galeries Tower 13 out,
Double substitution for Coach Lerma. Then Emnas will check in for the first time alongside Dimdim Pacres.
It's going to be a full front line.
Yep. 3 attackers in front, and we can see that they've been putting the pressure on the defenders of the Cool Smashers. They have been relentless in their attacking, and they're hoping to get first blood here in our opening set.
Serve coming from Emnas, but Gumabaw recovering right away for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Score is tied at 22. Look at that. Michelle Gumabaw going for the down-the-line hit, as a substitution will also occur on the side of the Cool Smashers. Ditch Rodriguez checking in here. Fen going to Nuts, and that is a conversion for Galeries Tower. Galeries Tower just 2 points away from closing this first set out.
Same spot for Nut. Every time she sees the opening or the gap between the blockers, mas comfortable siya in hitting that cross-court angle. That is another costly error from Galeries Tower.
Their service faults are being the cause of their detriment. Talking about the black shirts.
We had 4 or 5 unforced errors on the service line unofficially. Now it's a race to 2.
Oh.
Too low on the contact there for Erica Staunton.
And now the Highrisers are with set point advantage here in the first set. Tough moments here for the Cool Smashers. Rodriguez having trouble with the first ball. Adjustment coming from De Leon. Read well by Ronquillo. Off-speed shot from Galeries Tower. Quads finding the line and deucing the game, extending this. Whoever gets 2 points more first.
I think that is something na hindi mo na mako-question dito sa Creamline. The stability of Bernadette Pons during crucial moments. And you can really count on her. Now, Coach Lerma will call for another timeout.
Let's listen in to this Galeries Tower timeout.
Ready tayo for challenge, ha? Let's just break the momentum. Then, read. Most of their balls, the open spike are long. Okay? Let them, nasa loob ka ba?
Papasok na.
Ikaw bala sa short, then sa cross.
na lang ako.
Okay. Mag-usap tayong dalawa.
Ready lang ano,
Ha?
short.
Oh, tayo na.
Pagay na lang.
Okay, isa-isay natin. Focus muna tayo sa pasa. Tanong spike mo yan. Magbigay ka ng play, diskarte mo. Tingnan mo yung
Coach Lerma giving full confidence to her setter, Fen Emnas. Naghanap ng diskarte. As Risa Sato and the rest of the pink girls looking to change things up. De Leon now to serve. Sato Iroa over receive and Galo for Creamline.
This is another test of character for Galeries Tower. And yun yung unang-unang reminder ni Coach Lerma, we need to deliver a perfect pass first. Kasi tatlo yung nasa harapan nila, they will be the first one to attack in this sequence.
De Leon now continues to serve. Galeries will answer back from the opposite side. What a hit from Dimdim Pacres. Tying the ball game at 25.
That's it for the double substitution. They were able to get one crucial point off of it.
25 all is the score. Mabilangan will be serving for Galeries Tower. Negrito going up to Bonds, who gives Creamline the first set point advantage.
Ice in her veins. Yeah, saktong-sakto yung moniker a while ago in the pregame.
Sabi nga
But he
natin,
was able to fudge.
sabi nga natin earlier, safe freeze. Negrito to serve, picked up there by Jimenez. They go up to Ronquillo, caught up by Negrito on the other side. Pons, long rally we're having here. There's going to be a challenge.
Yep, there was a net touch. I think the net moved. That's why Creamline pushed that challenge button. Apparently, it was the second referee who made that call. There was a net violation from one of the blockers ng Galeries Tower, but Coach Lerma will challenge that call. She doesn't agree that there was a net violation, so we do have to review our video, official replay challenge video, to confirm if there was indeed a net touch.
And this is the start of this challenge. Challenge is for net touch,
There's a challenge
or
on the
net
floor
fall.
from Galeries Tower for a net fall.
As we await the decision, here it is. Let's roll that replay. And we're waiting for the material to play here. As
If this challenge is unsuccessful, the point and the set will officially go to the Cool Smashers. But if this is successful, we will be tied at 26 all.
and we're just awaiting. We actually see it already on our screens. However, the material is going to be replayed in person by the coaches. So that's what's happening. The coaches had to go to the challenge booth to review the material to confirm what happened because it is not being flashed in the big screen here inside the arena. However, it has already been flashed and it has been confirmed that this challenge has been unsuccessful.
Challenge is unsuccessful.
Hence,
Point and
Creamline closes out set number 1
7.
as we look back on one amazing player in the previous set. Erica Staunton, she has given strong hits here, Neil.
She fired from the left pin and she also fired from that back row. She was able to adjust her takeoff to get those points in.
Oh, and remember that deep cross-court hitting that attack line. What a powerful first set performance coming from Erica Staunton and the rest of the Cool Smashers. They snatched set number 1, 27-25. we're back in our coverage of the Premier Volleyball League 2024 Reinforced Conference. Creamline winning set number 1 in an extended fashion, 27-25. It's a tight battle at sometimes. Creamline will pull away, Galeries Tower will play catch up, and then at some junctures, one of the teams would pull away, but at the tail end, Creamline maintained their fortitude and remained calm, cool, and collected.
Well, aside from the minor errors from the Cool Smashers, they were able to control the attacking department. Kinailangan lang na ma-remind sila that we have to be creative every time we get these free balls from Galeries Tower. You can see the difference in the attacks. Konti lang naman, 2 points lang naman. And you can also see the grit of Galeries Tower. They already displayed that type of grit in their 5 setters. But again, it's really the breaks of the game at the tail end. Dun sila nadadali. There was a service error. There was also a net infraction called on one of their players. So again, they just have to be careful. Kasi mahirap habulin ng Creamline pag lamang sila ng 4-5 points. But they showed us in the first set that they can come back. But the bigger question is, can they go all the way to win sets or win games? Yun yung kailangan nilang i-adjust in the second set. We can see new players on the floor for Coach
Lori Bernardo,
Fernandez.
who is on your screens right now. Set number 2 begins. That serve coming from Mabilangan. And Coach Sherman is starting to experiment here. You're seeing Lori, you're seeing Pao Soriano, and Aliyah Torres inside the floor. That hit is going long. It's going to be a Creamline point. And, you know, looking at the bench of the Cool Smashers, you're also seeing suited up Bea Bonife, Riza Mandapat, of course, we also have DJ Rodriguez, who we saw check in there. And Rose Vargas. So, very different lineup. Of course, you have a 20-man pool in the PVL conference plus 1 foreign guest player. Speaking of foreign guest players, Staunton going for the down-the-line hit, popped up by Jimenez. Bernardo displaying the roof.
Dude was clearly bothered by the forearms of Lori Bernardo. In the past conferences, nakita natin si Lori suiting up as a middle blocker. But right now, she is an opposite hitter in this conference. So again, a different role.
She is tasked to be a multifaceted player for the Cool Smashers. Sometimes in middle, sometimes in the wings. But really the growth from her collegiate days as Nut will be serving for Galeries Tower Highrisers. They go up to Soriano with an angle. Jimenez denied there with a block. Oh, that doesn't cross. And that will be a Creamline point. 2-point lead for Creamline as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Mas tibayan pa, alagaan ang foundation. These are the words of Grace Bombita. The foundation or system na sinabi niya ay gagana raw at magpapatatag sa kanila ay kung ma-achieve nila ang disiplina, teamwork at paniniwala sa sarili. I want to bring up that crazy impressive 35-37 second set win of the Highrisers last Tuesday because for them, that was a solid proof that they have what it takes. May ibubuga ang Galeries. And so from that level of play, they refused to go anywhere but up. We saw them play tooth and nail with Creamline in the first set. Best believe they have more guts to show coming into this one. Tuloy-tuloy ang good vibes dito sa PVL. Download the Pilipinas Live app now para tuloy-tuloy rin at hassle-free ang inyong panonood. Senja Neil?
Thank you so much, Kyla. And, you know, there's no question about having a proof of concept if Galeries is really a team that is built to last. The big question is, do they have that winning mindset already, that winning culture?
But one thing's for sure, we can see great improvement from the Galeries. Again, in the PVL draft, they were able to pick a very tall setter in Julia Coronel. So that's also something na aabangan ng mga fans ng Galeries Tower. Right now, she's competing in the CV League for Las Pilipinas. But after that, you will see her suit up here in the PVL as
Rory Bernardo.
a part of the
Serving
Galeries
for the
Tower.
Cool Smashers.
Bernardo will now serve. Going for that jump serve for the lefty. Oh, cross-guard hit. No check for Ronquillo. That will be a Creamline point. This has now inflated to a 4-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
It was a wasted opportunity for Galeries Tower. That was a
Bernardo.
perfect set from Mabilangan. Baliton also got the commitment of Bea de Leon. So Ronquillo was facing a single blocker, but she wasn't able to put it away. But this time,
3-6.
Baliton will score off that Be Quick.
And this spike of the set is brought to you by Dunkin, pasalubong ng bayan.
Galeries Tower.
3-point lead for Creamline as Franz Ronquillo and the rest of the black shirts trying to play catch up, but Regalo is slowed down by Negrito. Oh, there's going to be a net
As a net
infraction
touch
against Staunton.
4-6.
Galleries minimizing the lead of Creamline to 2.
6.
Ronquillo to serve, picked up there by Torres. They go up to Staunton, off the block. Point for Creamline.
Blockers were there. They were able to read the set of Kyle Negrito, but they just couldn't control the power of that hit from Erica Staunton. Erica Staunton already has 9 points. She is the leading scorer for the Cool Smashers. And for the Galeries Tower Highrisers, it's Nut with 5 markers.
Reinforcements showing up big here today. Chance ball. Oh, that doesn't cross.
Great hustle from Galeries Tower, but Jimenez couldn't put that across.
We'll enter a technical timeout. We'll be back here at the PVL. Back here inside the Phil Sports Arena in Pasig City. Galeries Tower Highrisers 4 points away from the Creamline Cool Smashers. They tried to keep it tight in the first set. Here in the second set, it's been challenging. We're seeing PVL President Ricky Palou together with a member of Sports Division Group. That is Miss Eleanor de la Peña on your screen.
Guest player serving for Creamline.
4-point lead by Creamline becomes a 3-point lead as the Highrisers get a freebie.
Same situation, kagaya ng set number 1. Again, Creamline is leading by 3. Now, the reinforcement of Galeries Tower is in the front row. They can get more offense in this specific rotation. But before that, they need to get a good defensive pattern first.
Chulin with a tip. Chance ball for Galleries. Let's see what they'll do. Ney goes up to the quick hit. That's read well by Creamline. Adjustment coming from Baliton. Negrito going up to a tight set to Pons, but the denial coming from Mabilangan.
I love the fact that Nut is just so vocal about her preferred sets. In transition, nakikita mo yung sign language na tinuturo niya kung saan niya gustong mapunta yung set ni Mabilangan. Great pass from Torres.
Going for that be quick to De Leon, but that's read well. Great defense here shown by Galeries Tower. Negrito going up to Pons, off speed. Smartly placed there by Bernadette Pons.
Soft tip works again for Bernadette Pons. You never know what you're gonna get every time Bernadette Pons is up in the air.
De Leon will now serve. They're enjoying a 3-point lead. Arrow was there for the reception. They choose not get that off the hands of Bea.
Targeting the cross-court angle once again. Sakto yung timing because it was the middle blocker, Bea De Leon, in that position.
Baliton to serve. Negrito going up to the be quick to a vintage foul Soriano. Parang ano eh, balik college ni Pao sa play na yun.
Hindi mo pwedeng kalimutan before yung panahon ni Risa Sato, there was a Pao Soriano.
The tempo, that ano, may asim pa, Ate Pao. Sabi nga nila. Marzan will set this one up to Not. Finding a perfect spot and keeping things close for Galeries Tower.
She is just so crafty with her attacks. She's not choosy. She
Yeah.
will adjust kung ano man yung set na maibibigay sa kanya.
She's not choosy because she is Chulip. Support ka naman, Neil. Serve coming from Ney. Wala siyang reaction, guys. They go up to the opposite side. That is sailing out there for Ronquillo.
Wrist action wasn't present in that last hit of Ronquillo. Creamline is back with a 3-point lead here in the second set.
3-point lead for Creamline. Chulim with that pickup. Chulim going for the tip, but Lori Bernardo knowing how to get a touch. They're looking for a challenge here. Sigurado daw si Lori na pasok. So they're checking for ball in, ball out.
Challenge is ball in,
And we now await for the results of the challenge. Challenges, ball in, ball out for the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Kyle Negrito had a clear view on that block from Lori Bernardo. She was the one who actually told Coach Sherwin that it was a good block. And looks like it hit that line. So that will be an official block point for Lori Bernardo.
Sure na sure si Lori eh. Successful challenge for Coach Sherwin Meneses.
challenge is successful, point and serve. Go to Creamline, now 12 to 8.
4-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Serve now, Bernadette Pons. Hiroa with the first ball. Chulim denied with a block. Bernardo has been manning the defense on net as she now goes for an approach. Going for that hit on the other side. Ney going to Chulim. Chulim adjust. Oh! A miscommunication between the Cool Smashers.
Botched play turned into a point for Galeries Tower. Nobody picked up that first ball from Creamline.
Chulim will serve this time. Torres keeping this ball alive. Staunton adjusts and makes do with a break ball.
She now reaches the double-digit mark, and that is one of the most difficult sets to hit. That break ball coming from the end line, way past the service line.
That's the North American connection between Aaliyah Torres and Erica Staunton. They go for a combination play. Franz Ronquillo will convert.
They also have a few tricks, a few combination plays up their sleeves. Talking about Galeries Tower.
3-point game as Marsan serves. They're playing catch-up here. Negrito going to the opposite side. Oh, what an angle for the southpaw Bernardo.
Naturally, as a lefty, it would be easier for you to hit that angle. And again, she was just faced with a single block. Baliton decided to let that one go, and they paid for it. Now it's a 4-point lead for the Cool Smashers. Jimenez will try her luck. Defense was there, but that will not be saved.
Isa Jimenez will get that point.
Substitution.
It's the same double substitution for Coach Lerma. We haven't seen Grace Bombita come in for Galeries Tower.
17,
But she seems ready here on the sidelines. 3-point game. Fendemnas to serve here. Well, you know, if it's 8 broke, why fix it? So far, it's been working. They're keeping things tight against Creamline, but you might have a point there, Neil. Might need a missing link to get across. It's like Staunton getting that ball across. That's a 4-point lead, and that is Erica Staunton's 11th point of the match.
The only player in double digits for both teams. Rose Vargas will serve for Erica Staunton. We are expecting more substitutions from Coach Sherwin Meneses. We haven't seen Riza Mandapat come in.
Yes.
Everybody missed her.
Everyone's favorite Cool Smasher, Riza Mandapat. Serve coming from Rose Vargas. They go to Dibdib Paques. Vargas from the back row, picked up there by Chulim. The quick hit denied. Bernardo with that first ball for coverage. They go to Pons. On the other side, Emnas chooses Nut. Kept alive by Vargas. Oh, Bernadette Pons finding an alleyway there.
She has mastered her angles to the T. And that will give Creamline a 5-point lead into the second technical timeout.
We're back here inside the Phil Sports Arena as we see Sir Jonathan Nam and his wife, who are enjoying this weekend serving of the PVL.
Big sports fans.
Big sports patrons as well.
Yeah, very supportive.
Big volleyball patrons at that, both indoor and beach.
Technical time. Rose Vargas saving for Creamline.
Vargas with that serve. They choose Jimenez going cross court. Bea de Leon playing center. Oh, that's denied. Oh, great coverage from the Creamline back row, but Rosel Baliton remaining unfazed by all the effort. Oh, there's a challenge here from the side of Creamline. They're asking for a net infraction.
Baliton is confident that it was the ball that scraped the tape of the net, kaya gumalaw yung net. But they have challenges to burn.
Well, the challenge camera will give us the ostentatious truth for today. And we await the decision for this netball challenge as our challenge referees and our challenge operators will be clipping the moment where this supposedly happened. Now, of course, the limitations of this would be within the 8-second margin. So was there a net infraction? Unfortunately, in this situation, it seems like Rosel Baliton is very much far away and with a distance away from the tape of the net. So that will be an unsuccessful challenge for Coach Sherwin Meneses. Serve now will come from Isa Jimenez of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Picked up by Vargas. They go up to Pons. Oh, great dig from Eroa. Off speed coming from Dim Dim. Torres popping this one for Pons. Great defense from both sides of the court. We have a long rally here. Chulim popped up by Torres. They go up to Bernadette Pons. Kept alive by Galeries Tower. Chulim will try again. Denied. The coverage was there. Long rally we have here. Oh! Great reflexes from Negrito, but it ends with an off-the-block hit coming from Bernadette Pons. That is her 11th point, tying Erica Staunton.
MV Pons is in action. Once again, as you said, matching the output of the reinforcement of Erica Staunton. Sometimes I feel na parang dalawang reinforcements ng Creamline when she's playing like that. She's playing with very high efficiency today.
Let's not forget, in their previous match, Pons actually outproduced or outscored Staunton by 4 points. Pons with a tip! Wow! The FEU connection is very much present to this two proud Tamarans.
And we're still looking for the adjustments on the floor defense of Galeries Tower. When you are defending Bernadette Pons, hindi ka pwedeng sumagad sa likod because once she goes for that soft tip, ang hirap habulin. But again, you just have to position yourself halfway so that you can guard the corner pocket. You can also get to that drop ball on time.
This is now a 6-point lead, Neil, for Creamline as De Leon serves. Hiroa was there for the reception. They go up to Bombita, who goes off speed. Negrito going to Soriano, but read well there by Bombita and Baliton.
Instant point for Grace Bombita. First defensive point of that block against Pao Soriano. I was wondering kung kailan nga ipapasok ni Coach Lerma si Grace Bombita because you know, she is one of the veterans on the squad of Galeries Tower Highrisers. She scored 17 points, and that is the number na hinahanap ngayon because right now, wala pa ring player in double digits for Galeries Tower. It's Nut Sutanta with 8, followed by the 5 of Ronquillo and Jimenez. Clearly, kulang pa to match the output of Bernadette Pons and Erica Staunton.
And it's funny because before that game, before that Farm Fresh Foxy's game, Bombita only had 6 points in total of all the outings, and then she exploded with 17. However, Pons remains unstoppable and showing us that nothing is impossible.
No, again, it was a mistake on the part of Galeries to give an open block to Bernadette Pons. Kahit na break ball yun na nanggagaling sa likod, Bernadette Pons would always go for it 100%. So you need to be able to set up your net defense so that your diggers would also have an easier time in reading the direction of the ball. This is now an 8-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
That's just like you've mentioned, Neil, just like how Creamline has been establishing their block. Now let's check in with this timeout by Coach Lerma Hero.
Pangalawa, yung atake natin. Okay? sige. Pasahan lang natin. Ilan ang smile sa harapan? Tatlo?
Side out lang.
Sa atin. O, dalawa. O, diskartihan yan.
Pasa muna.
Kung may pasa tayo, mag-activate tayo, ha? Note!
Saan mo muna?
When, you go inside. Substitute with Grace. Let's go. Abulin natin.
Pasa na yan! Pasa na yan! Galeries!
Trying to ice things out on their side of the court was Coach Lerma Hiron, as they're down by as much as points. Note was giving very specific instructions in the last sequence, and now another change of guards here for the Cool Smashers. Bea Boniface, who is today's designated backup setter, will check in for Kyle Negrito. So players that are sitting out for today for Creamline are Mafe Galanza, Denise Lazar Revilla, and Ella De Jesus. What a hit there by Chulim. Kept alive there by Creamline. Oh, Chulim with another bomb right there. They go to Chulim on the third try this time, and it is going wide. They're looking for a check here. It seems like Galeries Tower will be challenging this for a net infraction against Creamline.
There's a challenge on the floor by Galeries.
Galeries Tower need all the points that they can get right now. They're looking at an 8-point deficit. But the ball was just in front of the Creamline staff. They seem confident that it was out of bounds.
The Creamline looked very confident in that last sequence. It's an 8-point game. Creamline enjoying comfortable lead. If Galeries Tower wins this, Creamline will just have a 7-point lead. However, if it goes the other way around, oh, sharp ice hit there for Coach Kitchi Lerma Hiron, as that challenge becomes successful.
Now at 14 to 21.
And we're now seeing Mr. Ron Tristan Nodado, one of the team managers for the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
So it was a net fault challenge. It wasn't a ball in, ball out challenge by Galeries Tower.
Chulim with a tip! Smartly placing it right behind the blockers of Creamline.
Giving Creamline a taste of their own medicine. They've had a lot of success in these soft touches. Panahon naman para kay Nut Sutata na gawin yung same move na ginagawa ni Bernadette Pons. Able to score 2 quick points the past few rallies.
Bonds with a bomb out. Boniface going to a quick hit on the other side. Ronquillo popped up there by Vargas. Oh! Kept alive by Pons. Free ball given up by Torres. They go up to Ronquillo from the middle. It's off the hands of the blockers of Creamline.
Make that 3 consecutive points for Galeries Tower. They almost lost that point because of that free ball given up. We're still able to run that combination play in the middle.
Nemo Bilangan will now serve. Popped up by Pons. Pons with that hit. They go up to Chulim, tipping that over to the other side. Boniface adjusting was Pons, but that is going to be out of bounds.
Interference. Pawns. 17 to 21.
Set was too close to the net for Bernadette Pons. She tried to control her momentum, but ultimately it was an unforced error from Creamline. Don't look now, from an 8-point deficit, Galeries Tower is just down by 4.
Oh, what a hit from Bernardo on the other side. It will be answered by Ronquillo. There will be a net infraction called against Creamline again. Lead is trimmed down to 3 already.
Kyle Negrito will come back for the Cool Smashers. They don't want to be careless at this junction of the game. It's 18 serving 21. 5 consecutive points, 5-0 run for Galeries Tower after that successful challenge.
Oh, a misreceive for Creamline. Strong serve there coming from Milan. Will convert to a point as an ace.
The run continues for Galeries Tower.
Better reception for the Cool Smashers. Bonds denied there. Oh, what a run here for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. And this will signal a timeout from Creamline as we look at that again. Bernadette Pons denied. And the roof was raised by the towers of Highrisers.
4, 3, ikaw. 10-4. Pao, kailangan maging threat ka dyan kasi hindi sasabay sa quick yan. Lori, be quick pag may receive.
Okay.
Ha? Be quick.
Take quick ate.
Be quick, be quick. Ayan nyo na yung score, basta first attack tayo. Ha? Let's go. Go, one pass, one pass.
Let's go!
Hey! All in, Creamline!
Happy!
And just some reminders there coming from Coach Sherwin Meneses as things are starting to get real tight here for the Cool Smashers. Still realizing, looking at the faces we've shown, these are the OG Cool Smashers in Rose Vargas and Pao Soriano with the new generation of Cool Smashers. Negrito, combination play that converts for Lori Bernardo.
It was a different combination play. Pag double quick, kadalasan nakikita natin A quick and then back quick. But that time it was like an A, B. And
interesting. But it's funny because both players are actually quickers also in their natural position. So, kayang-kaya. Ganda ng tempo nilang payo. Ganda ng part of the artillery of Kyle Negrito. Adjustment coming from Bernardo, getting that off the blockers. What a repertoire of options for Kyle in that moment as we get this timeout coming from the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Let's look at that play again. Look at this. Lori Bernardo really adjusting and facing an angle to get that ball across. Let's listen to this timeout by Coach Kitchi.
Okay? Basahin mo rin kung nasa ng blocker. Porsyento tayo, dalawang wing yan.
Sa kaliwa ibibigay.
Uy, pag binigyan ka, single block, hindi pa gano'n ng palo ha, hindi out of system yan. Mababa, ibagsak mo lang. Basahin natin ang isa.
Hey, Galeries!
Just to add some notes also on that timeout from Coach Lerm, pansin ko lang that kailangan mag-focus din ng Galeries Tower in polishing yung pag-convert nila ng mga regalo. They've had a couple of gifts already from Creamline, but they couldn't put it away. So if medyo nag-aalanganin yung middles or wings dun sa mga tight passes from Creamline, they can just reset and get that first ball and give a chance to Mabilangan to set it up. There will be a net violation called on a Cool Smasher. Rose Vargas doesn't agree with that call, but I don't think Creamline will be challenging that call. There is a window of opportunity for you to press that button.
However, Coach Sherwin and the rest of the coaching staff will not be reacting.
Outside shot, Vargas.
Vargas will be hitting the ball out. That's going to be a point for Galeries Tower Highrisers.
It's shaping up to coming another close set.
serve coming from Chulim. Negrito choosing Vargas. Oh, a solid block tying the ball game at 23. Ladies in black on the roll here and keeping things close. Let's look at that again. Nothing fancy for the Galeries Tower Highrisers as they tie the ball game 23, signaling and triggering this timeout from Coach Sherwin.
Pag may receive, kahit kanino, delay pwede, delay. Ha? Let's go. Kayo diba? Kayo nandiyan sa loob.
Let's go. Yes, let's go.
Cover tayo, ha? Cover, cover.
Let's go.
Let's go, Olin! Creamline!
Happy! Let's go, let's go.
It's 23 all. Creamline will have the chance to attack. There are 3 options in the front line right now. Erica Staunton is still on the bench.
Guest player, Chulim Sutada.
It's an all-local team for the Cool Smashers at the tail end of set number 2.
Chulim with the serve. Negrito going up to Bernardo. Chulim will set up Ronquillo who gets that one through.
Galeries Tower now set point.
Just like that, Galeries Tower Highrisers, they're now at set point. Tatawag na ng reinforcement si Coach Sherwin Meneses. Erica Staunton is back in the game. Creamline needs one good pass and one quick conversion off the left pin. They want to extend this. Good pass from Kyla. Ooh, instant point for Erica Staunton. Init pa coming off the bench.
Look at that again. Staunton just hitting that right between the blockers. Soriano will now serve, tied at 24. Rodriguez will now serve for Soriano as we're tied at 24. Oh, solid block for the Cool Smashers.
It will really boil down to the smallest of details. I know that Franz Ronquillo is probably the best option right now for Galeries Tower, but you also have to look at the blockers. It's Erica Staunton in the left pin for Creamline.
And Bea De Leon right in the middle. Jimenez popped up there by Pons. They go up to Staunton again this time. The block checks in, tying the ball game at 25.
Another extended set between these two teams. This is winnable for Galeries Tower. They do want to equalize in set scores. That substitution will not be allowed. So it will be Marzan to serve.
Adjustment coming from Bernardo. Oh! Overshoot. They're calling for double contact here on the side of Galeries Tower. And they do get that. They get an advantage here in set number 2. The set point advantage.
Creamline has to control their balls better because mahihirapan si Kyle Negrito to set that ball up pag masyadong dikit sa net. Especially she's in the back row right now. There are limitations to setters in the back row. Now, Jewel Encarnacion will try to score off the service line to tie our set scores.
One of the draftees of Galeries Tower. Negrito goes up to Staunton!
They refuse to give a set to Galeries Tower. Erica Staunton just asking for that ball. He was definitely above the double block of Galeries Tower.
That is Staunton's 14th point. That serve now coming from Bernardo. They go up to Jimenez, picked up there by Pons. Negrito goes to Staunton again. It doesn't. It crosses right on the table of the net. Then now Staunton goes cross-court, but that will be a Galeries point.
It was a miss hit from Erica Staunton. Galeries Tower now has a chance to finish this second set by a defensive stop.
Negrito going up to Staunton again. On the other side, Jimenez getting that one through and winning the set for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. To much celebration coming from the black shirts.
Galeries Tower was just waiting for that rebound. They were able to get a good check ball from Erica Staunton's hit. And Isa Jimenez just went for pure power.
Meanwhile, Fran Trujillo has been stellar in this situation for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. It's one set apiece as we will be back here at the PVL. '24 Reinforced Conference. It's been two sets that has been very interesting from both sides of the court. Both sets had a seesaw battle, but at tail end, a different winner. In the first set, the Creamline Cool Smashers became the victors. In the second set, it was the Galeries Tower Highrisers that stood tall and proud because of their grit and resilience.
Well, Creamline squandered an 8-point lead. Everybody thought that they were in total control. But when Mabilangan was asked to serve, that was the time that they were able to score that 7-0 run. Creamline still had more attack points compared to the Galeries Tower Highrisers. But look at the opponent's errors. Dun talaga nagkatalo eh. 3 more for the Cool Smashers compared to Galeries Tower. And as for the blocking department, it was a very tight affair. 5 kill blocks for both teams. And now the third set will be the important set to focus on.
I mean, let's not forget, in that previous set though, just to give everyone a reminder, it was a 15-5 run in favor of Galeries Tower. grabe yung hinabol ng Galeries Tower Highrisers in that last set.
And in terms of efficiency, Creamline was at 28%, not the highest. The Galeries Tower Highrisers were at 22%, but they were still able to get crucial points in the tail end of set number 2. Again, Isa Jimenez was the finisher for Coach Lerma. She saw that perfect opportunity to just swing hard.
And now each team has won one set.
And now we start set number 3.
To start this set, we will serve.
You know, set number 2 may have been a gamble for Coach Sherwin Meneses, but it was also a test of character for the other players of the Cool Smashers as Ronquillo gets the first point for Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Now you can see the confidence in the movements of the Galeries Tower Highrisers. The fact that you were able to snatch a set against a team like Creamline. Yeah, nakakatakot din for the Cool Smashers. That's why they have to reassert their dominance if they do want to secure their top 3 spot as they prepare for the second round of the preliminaries.
That hit coming from Bernadette Pons from the Tres. Starts off the game with 1 point apiece. What a serve. That converts to an ace for Creamline. Look at that again. Version right away for the Cool Smashers. Pons with that serve. Mabilangan will set this one up to the quick, and that works for the other side of the court. We're tied at 2 as we try to hear some stories from the sidelines with Kyla Castillo.
If you don't have thick skin, sa kangkungan ka pupulutin. Yan ang sinabi ni Kyle Negrito. Bilang volleyball players, they are pretty much exposed to the public's eyes and of course, mga opinion. That said, I asked her, how do you handle all the external noise? To which she answered, I don't. She said that ever since her FEU days, she has conditioned herself to only listen to the voices that matter. Dagdag pa niya, after 2 conferences na siya ang gumaganap na main setter, she's feeling a lot more comfortable and confident now. At malaking tulong dito ang kanyang teammates at coaches. Make your Saturday super by downloading the Pilipinas Live app. Enjoy PVL games live and in HD for only 149 pesos per month. Since Janelle, I'm curious, sa tagal nyo sa industriya, how's your skin like?
Neil, what's your answer to that? Well, you know, it's been very challenging, but still, you always learn to upskill, Neil. But Neil, I do have a question. Coming from that report of Kyla, what is who are the voices that are important and crucial for players inside the court, as we appreciate this hit from Stanton that is denied by the block of the Galeries Tower Highrisers?
It's always the coaches and your teammates. Dahil sila yung nakakasama mo on the floor. So it's very important to listen on their observations as well. Sometimes, every time you jump for an attack, maririnig mo yung mga libero, tuturuan ka pa kung saan mo dapat dalhin yung bola kasi nasisilip nila.
Iba yung perspective.
Right now, Galeries Tower
getting an ace
is up by 2.
This is a very weird swing of momentum because earlier in the first 2 sets, it has always been swinging towards the Cool Smashers. Ang challenging naman kasi yung question ni Kyla. Tinanong tayo tungkol sa skin. Volleyball lang kaya namin i-discuss dito. Back to 1-point game for Creamline after De Leon. Conniving with that Stanton hit. And then leading to that block. Gumaba with that serve. They go up to Jimenez. Picked up there by Pons. Stanton will try again. This time, it lands on the floor.
And Bernadette Pons has been very steady in the back row. She's been collecting a lot of excellent digs.
5-all.
That just makes
Service.
Erica Staunton's job much easier.
Tied at 5, over received. Tip coming from the Cool Smashers. Kept alive there by De Leon. Torres with that return. Jimenez denied there by Negrito and De Leon.
And there's a challenge on the floor.
There'd be a challenge for a net touch here coming from the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Galeries Tower, net fault.
Early challenge from Coach Lerma. Newt apparently saw Cool Smasher hit the tape of the net.
Well, we're not sure. They might have Falcon eyes here, as we do have a separate pair of eyes. Very smart call there from the coaches of the Highrisers. It's a successful challenge, and that converts to a Highriser point.
Now up by 1. Isa Jimenez serving.
Serve coming from Jimenez. They go up to a miscue. Staunton adjust. Mabilangan going to Baliton. Denied there by De Leon, but Mabilangan adjusting. Popped up by Atienza. They go to Nut. Kept alive by Staunton. Ponce from the back row. Mabilangan choosing Nut. Soft touch. Atienza choosing Staunton. And Staunton ends the rally.
Not the strongest of hits, but she caught the defender out of position. That is enough to get a point for the Cool Smashers. Erica Staunton now has 16 points.
Staunton going for that jump serve. Oh, tough serve this time. Galleries will make do. That is going out.
Good read from Erica Staunton. She let that one go because it was already above her shoulders.
Service.
Creamline leading by 1 as Staunton continues to serve here. Straight to Irwa. Mabilangan sets up Nut. Mabilangan going up to Nut again. Nut this time converts.
And Nut on the adjustment. Medyo malayo yung bola sa net, but still she was able to adjust.
Not the usual set she prefers. A bit overextended at that, but she's able to convert.
When you take a look at the approach of Sutanta, nauuna siya sa bola. So kailangan saktong-sakto yung placement so that she can hit that properly.
Speaking of saktong-saktong placement, saktong-sakto yung placement ni Kyle Negrito in that last play as she gets a point over the donut hole. We'll be back after this first technical timeout. Sama-sama tayo sa laban ngayong Olympic Games Paris 2024 with Signal. Manoorin ang mga laban sa 3 exclusive channels at iba pa in high definition anytime, anywhere. Subscribe na sa Sports Action Pack for only 300 pesos. Hanggang saan ka kaya dalhin ng 300 pesos mo, Neil? With Signal, kaya-kaya mong manood ng Olympics, PVL, UAAP, and all the other sports programs, sports offerings.
Pati sa Pilipinas Live.
Yes.
Download for only 149
Yun
pesos.
ay kung team on the go ka naman. Kung team bahay ka, sa Signal subscription ka naman.
That is another point for the reinforcement of Galeries Tower. Now with 13 markers. It's a better set. You can clearly see na pag sakto yung placement ng set ni Mabilangan, mas malakas yung pinapalo ni
Nahampas niya, no?
Get a 3-point from that unforced error of the Cool Smashers. It has been a nip and tuck affair. 4-point lead, 8-point lead. Hindi sigurado yon in this type of game.
Especially if you have a relentless squad like the Galeries Tower Highrisers on the other side of the court. However, Bernadette Pons has been quite relentless as well, scoring her 17th point. Great conversion for Pons. 9-all. Negrito with 11 excellent sets here in this ball game. Serves, sharp serve, popped up there by Iroa. They go to Chulim off speed. On the other side, Sato will play setter to Gumabao, who gets that off the hands of Jimenez.
Ball was on its way out, but Mabilangan tried to control that hit of Michelle Gumabao.
Look at that. Mabilangan getting a hand of that. The ball shanks away from her fingertips. Hero with that first ball. They go up to Ronquillo off the blockers, tying things at 10.
Kyle Negrito has been challenging the reception of Eliza Iroa, but she is very steady for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. Mas gusto pa nga niya na sa kanya dinadala yung mga serves so that she can assist Mabilangan.
Well, she's been very good in reception. Has recognized Atienza with that dig. Great blocking from the side of Galeries Tower. The tip coming from Gumabao. Chance ball for Creamline. Let's see what Kyle Negrito will do. She goes to back quick to Sato, but it's kept alive by Galeries Tower. They choose Jimenez. Ronquillo adjusting Staunton, keeps it alive. Pons will tip this over, kept alive by Mabilangan. Great coverage from the side of Galeries. Oh! What a hit from Michelle Gumabao!
That was an impact play right
This
there.
is the spike of the set that is brought to you by Dunkin', pasalubong ng bayan. Oh, that becomes a point for the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Another deadlock, this time at 11. Creamline in the second set had more errors compared to the Galeries Tower Highrisers. So yun yung aspect ng game nila na gusto nilang linisin here in this third set. This is the swing set. Again, Michelle Gumabao will score, this time off that drop ball.
Earlier, Pons kept scoring. Bernardo also scoring a lot. This time, it's time for MG to activate. And this is the system of Kyle Negrito. Porsyento kung porsyento. Sato with that serve. Iroa picks that one up. Jimenez off the hands of blockers. Negrito going up to Staunton. Staunton going out with the last hit.
Staunton was underneath that ball. Had a lot of backspin on its way out.
12-12 is the score. Bilangan, Ronquillo rather, serves that one up. Tip coming from MG. Jimenez is under that ball. Ball goes out.
They share a light moment with Coach Lerma. Ginawan na lang nila yung point na yan. Well, it's just a 1-point lead for Creamline, so they know that they can come back from that mistake.
At alam nila ngayon na nakakadikit na sila. Serve coming from Bumabaw. They go up to Jimenez. She's denied. Jimenez will try again. This time that is going to be wide.
There was no touch on that hit.
And a 2-point lead for Creamline will call for a Lerma Hero timeout.
Andito yung depensa nila. Ngayon, ito, targetin mo. Dito ka mag-drop. Dito ka mag-drop. Huwag kayo sa gitna maglagay. Okay? O kaya, dito, yan dalawang dulo. And good intention yun. Kaso, kinabig mo eh. Pero good intention yun. O, tingnan mo na kung bumaba na yung bola.
Huwag kayo mag-drop dito ha.
Wala sa gitna. Pumapasok yung depensa dito.
Tutulak ka dito. Ganun mo, tulak mo lang.
Anong, sigaw na sa unahan? Oo.
Dalawa.
Ano tayo? Tumba o kaya... Huwag B. Nandito na nga lahat eh. Dapat iwalay kayo. Anong sa mga sigurado? Tumba. Okay, go. Pasa tayo, pasa.
You can definitely feel the collaboration between the coaching staff and the players on the floor every time magsasuggest yung mga players. Pag feeling ng coach, mas merong magandang pwede pang gawin, ina-adjust din nila and they meet halfway.
Great point there from Coach Lerma, trying to adjust it. The left side or the left pin is starting to get most of the percentage of the hits. So they have to adjust it. Hindi pwedeng nakababad lahat sa side na yun. 1-point lead for Creamline. Oh! Double contact called against Karen Negrito.
Service.
14 all. Jimenez now to serve. They go up to Staunton. Picked up by Jimenez. Chulim on the other side. Pons will answer back. And that works for the Pons.
That caught the line. Bernadette Pons now flying high from the back row.
Serve now comes from Staunton. They lead by 1. Bilangan sets this one up to Roquillo. Not rather. Going for that fast ball.
There was extra power on that hit from Nutsudata. Yun yung perfect set para sa kanya.
For Galeries Tower.
They go up to Bea De Leon, going for that be quick and giving Creamline a 1-point lead as we enter the second technical timeout. Don't go away, we'll be back here at the Pilipinas Live app. Back here inside the Phil Sports Arena for your continuing coverage of the third set of Galeries Tower going up against the Creamline Cool Smashers. Creamline leading by 1 when we entered the quick break. Galeries keeping it tight and close. This has a different complexion compared to the first two sets, Neil, because we saw some separation back then. This time, after winning a set, Gallery seems like they've gained some confidence and boosted them up to play at par with the Cool Smashers.
After the first two sets, parang wala nang safe lead between Creamline and Galeries Tower. It's about the end game.
It's more about the end goal as Nei goes up to Nut. And Nut ties the ball game at 16.
She knows how to conserve her energy. Hindi siya yung type of player that would hammer it all the time. Yan, kanto-kanto ang target ni Nut Sutadta.
Serve coming from Nei. They go to a dump ball, kept alive by Eroa. Ronquillo giving a chance ball. Staunton was there for the pickup. Pons off the blockers, tooling the hands of Ronquillo.
Ronquillo had a chance to attack a while ago, but she chose to give a free ball to the Cool Smashers, and Bernadette Pons, being the smart player that she is, just used Ronquillo's hands.
Oh! No adjustment from the side of Galleries, or Galleries having a hard time adjusting to that one. It's going to be a Creamline point. Creamline now gains a 2-point lead.
Galing Rito is one of the more reliable servers for the Cool Smashers, so she really has to maximize her time to service lines. I was about to say that, but they will give another 3-point to Galeries Tower.
Another reset opportunity for Creamline to pull away. Creamline and Galleries are just in a 1-point game. They go up to Pons, and Pons converts for the Cool Smashers.
They don't want to make the same mistake that they had in set number 2. That's why they need to add on to this current lead of theirs.
Serve now is Bernadette Pons. Bilangan going to Jimenez. Ronquillo with a chance ball. And they go to Risa Sato. The tip coming from Ronquillo. Long rally we're having here. Oh, kept alive. Eroa going to Ronquillo this time. It bounces back to sender.
That ball hit the tape of the net. Ronquillo got the timing mixed up in that last attempt. Creamline will now hold on to a 3-point lead.
And let's listen to this timeout by the Galeries Tower.
Pag hindi tayo pumalo, kahit anong attempt dyan, sila papalo dyan. Ngayon, ayan, nakapayang na ganyan. Aware ka naman, di ba? Pwede mo pa rin naman gulangan yan. Paliparin mo sa kamay, pataas, pagilid. Kaso nga, kung papalo lang tayo sa ganang kaya natin, hindi tayo pupuntos. Kaya dapat i-push natin. Kahit hindi natin kayanin, kung gusto natin pumuntos, dapat alam natin nasa ng blocker, nasa ng depensa.
Hey, Galeries!
Short, kailangan magbasa in-game ng Galeries Tower Highrisers as per the instructions of Coach Lerma. They were able to prove themselves in the first and the second set by erasing the lead of the Cool Smashers at the tail end. Let's see if they can do that again.
Hit coming from Jimenez will sail out. 3-point lead for the Cool Smashers.
Bombita will replace Jimenez. Coach Lerma needs a good attack so that they could get a break point. Creamline is just 4 points away from taking a 2-1 advantage against the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
They go up to combination play, but Bombita's ball does not cross.
Malamig-lamig pa off the bench. Creamline looking good in set number 3 after a slow start.
Look at this, it's a 5-point lead for the Creamline Cool Smashers. Mabilangan going up to Ronquillo.
18-22.
Look at that again.
There's a huge gap left by Risa Sato. Yun yung disadvantage pag pa-wave yung block.
There's a chance you could miss it. Marzan puts this one up for Bombita. Bombita just. Creamline goes and chooses Risa. They go up this time to combination play.
Erica Staunton getting a big point here in set number 3. That will be point number 23 for the Cool Smashers.
There's going to be a challenge for this one for net fault coming from the Galeries Tower Highrisers. As Creamline is just 3 points away from closing the set out, but no lead is safe, as you were talking about it earlier, partner. They've erased as much as 15 points to the 5 of Creamline Cool Smashers. It's really about how do you play the game without.
Let's check this replay. There was no net touch.
Well, the Cool Smashers are pretty far from the net.
The Galeries Tower Highrisers just needed extra time to talk about their next move. We have one challenge left here in the 3rd frame. Risa Sato will start off the rally. Baleton will score off that B quick.
Great adjustment there coming from Rosel Baleton and Neymar Bilangan, recognizing the tall blockers of the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Substitution. Galeries Tower, 13 out, 17. Emnas in. 8 out, 7.
Substitution here for a full front line for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. 4-point lead for Creamline as they're trying to maintain the distance here. Serve coming from Fenemnas. They go up to a B quick to Bea de Leon on the other side. They go up and choose Grace Bombita. Oh, there will be a point awarded to the Galeries Tower Highrisers due to a net touch.
Yep. The first referee was right in front of that play. Someone did touch the tape of the net. And a bonus point for Galeries.
The lead is trimmed down to 3 for the ladies in pink. They go to a back set. Oh, that is the block that Galeries Tower just needs. That may just change things up. That's just the 2nd point of Grace Bombita. But this might just be the turning point that the Galeries Tower Highrisers need. Let's check in and listen to the timeout of Coach Sherwin Meneses.
Antena, Kyle. Okay. Puro antena.
It's okay, I adjust.
Pag maganda yung receive, ha? Pwedeng quick, pwedeng 5, pwedeng ano. Let's go.
Okay, bawi ako. Let's go, let's go.
Let's go, all in, Creamline!
Happy!
Impact plays can go a long way for Creamline and Galeries. A while ago, we saw an impact play from Michelle Gumabao. This time, it was from Grace Bombita getting that monster block against the Cool Smashers.
Emnas serving for the Highrisers.
Emnas now to serve for Galeries Tower. Picked up there by Pons. They go up to a tip of Gumabao on the other side. Bombita finds a spot.
Coach Lerma is getting dividends from her substitution. They're getting more attack points from Grace Bombita. Mas na 45 pa yung net defense nila. Great timing for that substitution.
Quality minutes here for Grace Bombita. Great decision making for the coaching staff of Galeries Tower as Emnas continues to serve straight to Pons. They go up to Staunton. Staunton is read there by Emnas. A tip coming from Bombita over Doug. Oh! Grace Bombita tying things over at 23. The spark plug of Galeries Tower.
But Sherwin will call another timeout because the score is now tied at 23 all.
Dangerous moments here for the Creamline Cool Smashers as we listen in.
Ano pinakamagandang pa? Gusto mo ba? Big wing o big wing? Back wing. Ikaw. Yung talagang sa tingin mo makakapatay. Big wing?
Parang A ngayon.
O sige, A. Okay, A.
Okay, let's go, let's go.
Triangle lang tayo. Ha? Execute lang tayo, ha? Tiwala sa pasa, mapapasa.
Let's go, let's go! Yes!
Alin! Creamline!
Happy!
Creamline is in the same situation they were in the first two sets. They will have the first chance to attack. Erica Staunton is in the front row. Actually, malakas tong front line ng Creamline. BDL is still there. And MG is still in the right pin.
This should have been their most optimal front line. However, they're unable to convert, and they've been stuck at 23 for quite some time now. Serve coming from Fen Emnas. They go up to Staunton. Staunton! Staunton stuns the opponent. Defenders at the back end of the Galeries Tower Highrisers were left wide open and frozen to the ground.
Characteristic mistake from the two defenders of Galeries Tower, Eliza Eroa and Nuts Tata.
They go up to Bombita. Oh! Quick recovery.
That is just fearless attacking from Grace Bombita. It wasn't the best of passes from Eliza Eroa, but still she hit that ball with intention. Now Isa Jimenez will replace her in the back row. I guess this is a defensive substitution for Coach Lerma. We're now tied again, this time at 24.
We've seen this in set number 1. We've seen this in set number 2. It's just a question of who closes it out. Paques up. Chuile from the other side. Staunton will answer back. Popped up by Jimenez. Emnas going to Chuilim. Kept alive by MG. High ball coming from Atienza. They go up to Chuilim. Off speed. And a big and a quick. Kept alive by Galeries Tower. Ball.
That's the correct call for Sanchez. Was called on Galeries Tower, but yun na siguro yung pinaka-exciting rally so far in this game. It was a long rally between our two teams. Defense is on display right now for the Cool Smashers. They have been digging the attacks of Nutsutata.
Creamline now within an opportunity to bag another set. Emnas and the rest of the Galeries Tower Highrisers will have something else to say about it. Pons off the blocker. Baliton getting a hand of that. Atienza going to Bernadette Pons. Picked up by Eroa. Emnas pops this one up. Chance ball for Creamline. Let's see what they'll do. They go to PVL off the blockers. Kept alive by Galeries Tower. Pons this time down the line. No check. And that will be out. Highrisers still alive here.
They're very hungry to get their first win. They already went through 2 heartbreaks with those 2 5-setter losses against other teams.
Oh, it's tough. It's tough to go through several five-setters, and now you're challenging a team that has been tested by time. Pons getting that one through. On the other side, Chulim giving set point again back to the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Such a joy to watch Nud Sutadta play with the Galeries Tower Highrisers. She's very persistent in attacking. She varies her attacks. And right now, they're in position to win the third set.
Serve coming from Baliton. Oops, miscue coming from the Cool Smashers. A miscue also from Galleries. Off speed coming from Chulim. They go up to Pons, who hits that across. On the other side, Bacchus, single block, Bernadette Pons, tying the ball game at 26.
The fans are entertained. Yun ang importante.
Are you not? Ang hirap mo naman i-please. Hindi ka ma-entertain, Neil. Look at that!
Everybody's enjoying our match at hand, but we still have one more game after this.
Oh, that's going to be another tight
will be
game.
facing the PLDT high-speed hitters in our last match of our triple header.
This is the 17th dead block of the ball game. Now Creamline will get the advantage with a block. A skill that they're not known best for. They rank even at number 12 in blocking right before this game. Set point advantage for Creamline. Bea with a tough serve. Mabilangan going to Chulim!
That was the right set from Mabilangan. When you have your reinforcement in the front row, you really have to milk the production. You have to give a lot of sets to them. And sabi nga ni Coach Lerma and all of the other coaches na may reinforcements, you have to live and die with your foreign guest players pagdating sa crucial stages ng set or ng game.
That is Nuts. 17th point, all on attacks. Now serving is Mabilangan. Picked up by Pons. They go up to Bernadette Pons from the middle. Dug up by the Highrisers. Staunton from the pipe, popped up by Eroa. Chulim kept alive by Atienza. Pons! Oh! Bernadette Pons! With an exclamation point.
Creamline fans are up on their feet to cheer for the Cool Smashers as they are 1 point away from winning set number 3. It is 28 serving at 27.
Sets pa lang pinag-uusapan natin dito Hindi pa game. Oh! Nice! For the lone server that in the Cool Smashers den that ranks in the top 10 best servers. And here we recognize the impact player of the set.
Kyle Negrito finding the right attackers at the right time and scoring a big ace to win set number 3 for the Cool Smashers.
The lone Cool Smasher who ranks number 5 in best servers. 2-1 in favor of Creamline. We'll be back here at the heart of volleyball. And we continue your coverage of the 2024 PVL Reinforced Conference here at the heart of Pasig City at the Phil Sports Arena. 2 sets up are the Creamline Cool Smashers against 1 set that was won by the Galeries Tower Highrisers. And we're entering a pivotal set number 4. But before that, let's look back and reminisce at set number 3 as to what happened in that very tight set. It was the first time that the Galeries Tower Highrisers led early on. However, Creamline caught up, and just like the stories of the previous set, the moment we enter the stage of deuces, you really don't know who's gonna take it home.
Creamline still had better efficiency in attacking compared to the Galeries Tower Highrisers. And I guess it just really ended with the strong serving of Kyle Negrito. She sensed blood in the water and she was in position to score a huge one. So hindi na siya nag-ingat. Talagang she delivered a steady float. And now they're up 2 sets to 1. Look at the score, 29-27. Not a lot of difference in our scoring categories. But Creamline still has more unforced errors in that set. And as for the Galeries Tower Highrisers, it might be beneficial for them to field in Grace Bombita at an earlier stage. Kasi right now, ang ganda ng palitan nila with Isa Jimenez. Grace Bombita can take charge of the offense. Isa Jimenez can take care of receiving and digging. So it will really depend on Coach Lerma as well kung paano niya nakikita yung game. But right now, Creamline is looking to end this in 4 sets. And Galeries Tower will continue to fight for them to get another extension.
Well,
sanay na sila sa 5 sets.
Yes.
So might as well send this baby to another 5-set thriller.
Well, here's an interesting trivia. If ever this extends to a 5-setter, none of these teams have won in a 5-setter match in this conference yet.
One of them will win,
But
for
one
sure.
of them will win. However,
Pag umabot sa 5 sets,
Creamline has been winning their games in 4 sets, losing a set usually at the early part, either the first or the second set. So we'll find out if whose destiny will be fulfilled today. Staunton trying to start us off here. Chulim will answer back and get that one through the seam between the blocker and the net. That is the 18th point of Sudatta Chulim.
there are 2 players in double figures for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. As you mentioned, Sutadta has 18, Ronquillo has 13. And for Creamline, Staunton already has 20 and Bernadette Potts has 23. Looking for the production of Risa Santos. She has been quiet.
And you know who also has been quiet compared to their previous matches? MG. She's been a producer of high points, but we haven't heard a lot from her. They go up to Gumabao. That's going off the hands of Eroa as we check in with Kyla Castillo.
Konting yakap pa sa sistema, baka yun talaga ang kulang. Time after time, the Galeries Tower Highrisers have shown us that they're not one to easily back down. Sabi nga ni Coach Lerma, hindi sapat na nakakahabol at dumidikit lang. Ang kailangan nila ay finishing blow. Kaya naman pinaalalahanan niyang muli ang Highrisers na balikan ang kanilang purpose, return to their whys. And it's not just about winning, it's about that burning desire. Sa pagkakataong ito, hindi na lamang simpleng motivational reminder ito para sa kanila. It is the very mental weapon that they can use to turn the tides and hopefully finish strong. I-elevate ang iyong PVL experience by downloading the Pilipinas Live app. Available now for only 149 pesos per month. Now back to you, Sinjan.
Thank you so much for those reminders and that report, Kyla. It's going to be interesting because a system is something that you do not impose.
Yeah.
It is something that you develop through time. So
It's also something that you have to embrace wholeheartedly. And pagdating sa end game, dun talaga kailangan kumapit sa sistema na na-establish
Totoo
nyo.
naman.
Look at Eliza Eroa. She's been digging up a lot of balls from a Creamline.
there's a reason why she's been one of the most effective liberos and the team captain of their squad at that. Serve continues to go the way of the Cool Smashers. Umabao will now serve for Creamline. Mabilangan going for a combination play, getting that one through.
Off the block. 3, serving 4.
Let's look at that again. Unfazed by the triple block right in front of her. Marzan picked up there by Pons, back quick to VDL. They go up to Staunton, isolated and able to hammer that ball down.
Beautiful angle again from Erica Staunton. Looks like she has eased in dun sa sistema ni Coach Sherwin Meneses.
That is her 23rd point. Staunton will now serve for the Cool Smashers. Tough serve. Baliton denied there, and the blocking is starting to work for Coach Sherwin Meneses and the rest of the Cool Smashers. Now, you said it earlier, swing set ang set number 3 kanina because that gives moral advantage when you enter set number 3. And it's quite evident now with the Cool Smashers who are leading by 3 here in the 4th set.
That's been the same pattern for Creamline in all of the sets that we've played. They're able to establish a 3-4 point lead at the early stages. But I guess somehow, perhaps nagre-relax yung Creamline pag anlaki na nung lamang nila. Kaya nagbubukas yung pinto for Galeries Tower to come back.
And this is very different from how they prepared against the Cheritigo crossovers. Ronquillo swiping that off. However, there's a net touch. That will be a Creamline point, which leads to a 5-point lead as we enter the first technical timeout. We'll be back here at the PVL. Fans here inside the Phil Sports Arena enjoying this thriller of a match between the Galeries Tower Highrisers and the Creamline Cool Smashers. Starting to look real packed here on your PVL Saturday as we're seeing fans with placards saying Erica Staunton. Of course, the Good Vibes crew always present here wearing their pink shirts. And 5-point lead for their squad. Erica Staunton, who has 24 big points already in this ball game, will serve. Picked up there by Eroa. They go for a quick hit by Baliton, and that checks the line. It's going to be a point for Galeries Tower Highrisers. Let's look at that again.
Two things can happen dito sa Galeries Tower. They can be shattered by the losses nung malilapit na sets, or they can get extra motivation from it. Eliza Eroa again just digging all of the hits of the Cool Smashers.
The floor at that. However, the quick attack works for Bea De Leon and the rest of the Cool Smashers. Let's look at that again. It did work the first try, but it worked right after. 5-point lead for Creamline.
I'm sure Coach Sherwin wants to finish strong in this game.
Of course, if they allow this to extend to a fifth set, momentum may swing towards the Highrisers, or it could go anyone's ball game as a pipe play for Erica Staunton works.
There's a different double substitution coming in for Coach Lerma. This time it's RJ Doromal with a Fen Emnas. A while ago we saw Dimdim Pacres.
Serve now coming from Bea de Leon. Quick hit! Works for Rosel Baleton.
That's back-to-back points for Rosel Baleton. This time just using that power tip to her advantage.
Five-point game. Isa Jimenez with that serve. They go up to Bernadette Pons. Picked up there by Jimenez. Chulim! Over shooting that ball. However, a check is called. Will there be a challenge?
There's a challenge on the floor from... Oh! Challenge will not push through. There was a check ball on one of the blockers of Creamline. Official score will be 6, serving 10. Make that 7, serving 10. Ito na naman ang Galeries Tower with their mini momentum run.
They have a way of breaking momentum, talking about Highrisers. And this is going to be deadly, especially in the long run. They go for a combination play to Pons. Doromal. Oh! Net touch called against Creamline. You're now starting to feel Creamline pressured.
I'm out. Cool Smashers score 10 for Creamline 8.
And Creamline will now be pounding the alarm. Let's check in as to what Coach Sherwin Meneses has to say.
Mapapalo na, mapalo yan. Maganda tignan yan eh.
Yes, coach, pero nandito.
Pero lagi yan nakabang. Pero pag dito nag-receive, tumuloy ka ng press, hindi kasali yan. Nakakailan ka na. Hindi ka makalusot dyan, di ba? Kasi kukunin to si ano eh. Sato, nandito lang. Pag-press ka, pumunta bola, wala, open.
Okay.
Ganun lang kasimple. Ha? Lesson yan, ha?
Okay, let's go, all in, Creamline!
Happy!
Coach Sherwin Meneses is trying to ice the run that Galeries Tower has established here.
It's still Isa Jimenez on the service deck for Galeries Tower.
Let's see if that works for Creamline. Quick hit for Sato. On the other side, Doromal blocked there by Pons. They go up to Chulim. Staunton pops this one up for Pons. Pons! Oh! What a lucky break for Bernadette Pons. Scraping the shoulders of Isa Jimenez.
Isa Jimenez was unsure if she was going to pick up that hit from Bernadette Pons. Late na nung nag-decide siya na ili-let go niya na.
Minsan kasi dapat nililet go mo na agad-agad.
Okay.
Neil, napaka-boring mo. Joke lang. Chulim up! Blocked by Creamline.
Creamline will re-establish their 4-point lead against the Galeries Tower Highrisers.
Service. Negrito.
Serve now is coming from Kyle Negrito. They're up by 4. Picked up by Isa Jimenez. Emnas going to that quick. Torres choosing Gumabaw. Galeries keeps this ball alive. Staunton will do the chance ball. They go up to Bernadette Pons. Kept alive. Grabe depensa ng Galeries. Staunton from the back row. Pinuto siya.
For Eliza Iroa. Now Galeries will have a chance to attack.
the floor defense that's going to stress out the Cool Smashers and remove them from their cool. Cross-court hit coming from MG is going to sail out.
9-12. Rosel Baliton serving for Galeries Tower.
Baliton now serves for Galeries Tower Highrisers. Oh, that goes straight to the net. Momentum broken.
Creamline can go all the way. They were already at the midpoint mark of set number 4. They need 12 points to
Close this
seal
out.
this match.
Meanwhile, Galeries needs a whopping 16 to extend it to a 5th set. Staunton popped up by Eroa. Nas goes up to Chulim. Block goes out.
On the hit out.
That's a check out.
Now you can see the value of Eliza Eroa dito sa team ni Coach Lerma. She has been the steadiest defender on the floor for the Galeries Tower Highrisers. She has been picking up a lot of hard balls from the attackers of Creamline. And even in reception, siya rin yung nagiging anchor ng Galeries Tower.
Staunton is denied there in that last sequence of block faults. 10 block faults for Galeries, 19 for the Cool Smashers. Look at that again. The denial coming from Ben Nas. Staunton this time finds a pathway to get a point.
Point number 26 for Erica Staunton.
Sato now to serve. And Nas dumping it. Specialty of the house since college.
Iba yung kapit ng Galeries Tower in this match. It is not an easy feat to erase a 4-5, 8-point lead against a team like Creamline, but they have displayed
They have ways
their
to
skill
solve it.
sets as well. That will not be a good pancake save from Kyle Negrito. Make that a 1-point ball game. Kaya hindi ko na tinatawag eh, kasi wala na talagang safe lead in this match. Let's just let the
It's
events
just
unfold.
a number. It's just an imaginary number. Serve coming from Sudatta. Staunton with a cannon.
When she gets that elevation, it's very difficult for you to get a rebound. Look at that, ibabaw na ibabaw siya dun sa dalawang blockers ng Galeries Tower. Even if Eliza Eroa and Newt was in possession in that angle, ang bilis ng palo ni Erica Staunton, but they will give back that point via the service ace.
Back to a 1-point game here. Service will be coming
Andrea Marzan
from Andrea Marzan.
for the Highrisers.
That's going to be an ace.
Scores an ace
And that ties the ball game at 15. Coach Sherwin Meneses, that face says it all.
Service. Marzan.
Marzan to serve. Oh, this time it doesn't cross. And that gives a point to the Creamline Cool Smashers, which ushers in the 16th point mark. So we'll be back after the short break. Back here inside the Phil Sports Arena for your continuing coverage of the Premier Volleyball League. As we look at the defensive prowess of our squads, and we see first Denden Lazar Revilla together with Ella de Jesus, Tots Carlos, and Eliza Valdez, who are all sitting out this game. But let's appreciate the floor defense of both squads as we tie the ball game at 16. Atienza has 14 digs, Aeroa has 18. Atienza has 17 receptions. Meanwhile, Aeroa has been getting all the receptions and
18 digs and 29 receptions. Wow.
Grabe.
Mas comfortable din siguro si Eliza Aeroa na malaki yung sakop niya because she can see the direction of the ball clearly.
Inako niya na bilang kapitana. And that's another dig. They go up to Jimenez.
Still alive.
Ball kept alive here. Let's see what Creamline will do. They go to Bea de Leon. On the other side, there's a touch on the net.
I think it was Isa Jimenez who scraped the net. Yes, she knows it. That would be a free point for Creamline.
Creamline up by 1.
They've had a couple of bumps on the road pagdating sa service line. So they do want to keep it clean from here on out kasi malapit na sila sa 25-point mark pero nasa likuran lang nila yung Galeries Tower.
But first they have to at least pull away here as De Leon serve went out.
Again, it's really the serving of a Creamline that has given the Galeries Tower Highrisers to come back in every set.
Alam mo yung ginawa mo, partner? Manifestation tawag din. You called it before it happened. Gumabao from the back row. Oh! Sato gets a hand of that. That's her 4th point in this game.
Very timely regalo from Risa Sato. Nobody went up for the defensive blocks.
Kyle Negrito will now serve. She had an ace earlier. She's unable to replicate that one. Atienza goes up to Gumabao, and that converts. Creamline regains the 2-point advantage.
Galeries Tower Highrisers were contesting that call by the first referee. We're asking for a double contact violation on the set of Kyle Atienza, but it wasn't given.
Negrito continues to serve. Picked up by Jimenez. They adjust. Not. Popped up by Staunton. Ponce. Oh, great reflexes from Erica. Once again, this time over the blockers. Arrow was there. Not through the block.
Wipes it off the block.
Again, Nut Sudadda just being very creative in her attacks. And alam niyang nakapwesto na yung double block ng Cool Smashers, so hindi rin niya pinilit na i-challenge.
Rather, she chose an angle to tool the blockers. Encarnacion will check in here for Galeries Tower.
Serving for the Highrisers.
Going for that floater. Picked up by Atienza. They go up to Gumabao. Negrito going to Ponce from the opposite side. Emnas was there. Set up over. Set. Ponce with a dump. Chulim with a soft touch. Staunton from the back. Oh!
Erica Staunton is on a mission here. She doesn't want the 5th set. Now she's intentionally asking for that volleyball.
Serving for Creamline.
Serve now. From Ponce becomes an ace.
It's 21-18.
Sir Alan Nacero showing that ace.
Substitution. Galeries Tower, 17 now.
Kailangan and Oquillo come back in for Galeries Tower.
Back in. Another pause to serve.
Pons with 25 points in this game. Serves. Picks up the arrow. Mabilangan. Choosing Noot. Noot is denied and no coverage on the side of Galeries Tower. 4-point lead for Creamline. Coach Lerma is starting to look concerned. And there's
Coach Lerma wanted to call a timeout, but I think the first referee thought that it was going to be a substitution. That will be
a warning call.
Delay warning.
Delay warning given to Galeries Tower.
Causing some delays.
Serving for Creamline.
Serve for Creamline will come from Bernadette Pons. Pick up the arrow. Mabilangan going up to Noot. The tip coming from Marzan. Creamline chooses Taunton. Popped up by Ronquillo. Noot through the blockers. Dump coming from Negrito. Noot again, this time denied by the double block of Creamline.
Well read by Michelle Gumabao and Riza Sato. That will bring Creamline to point number 23. And they're just 2 points away from winning this match.
Dalawa lang. Grace, Grace. Nasaan ka, Grace? Pagpasok. Grace, okay? Pasahan lang natin. Pumasa ka, ha? Sino nasa unahan?
Kami ko, coach.
O, paghiwalayin mo sa kabila. Pag may pagkakataon, activate natin ang middle natin. Okay? Kung kaya ng... Hindi, mas ano ka sa kabila, sa kabila. Hindi, hiwalay tayo, hiwalay. Pasahan natin, ha? Hingin, ang pasa natin, sa kanan ng pasa natin, ha? Pasahan nyo doon sa dulo. Okay, let's go.
That's a good strategy from Coach Lerma and assistant coach Wewe Medina. Mas gusto nila na yung pasa sa right side para kahit papano tumingin yung middle blocker ng Creamline dun sa opposite hitter ng Galeries Tower. A while ago, everybody was just compressed dun sa side ni Sutadta. She will get a well-deserved rest.
With some chocolates on the sideline. Off speed coming from Bombita on the other side. Pons will hit that ball out. But there will be a challenge for ball in, ball out from the Creamline Cool Smashers.
Ball out. Challenge. Ball in, ball out.
This is interesting as Creamline is able to win this challenge, then this will be match point moments. Ball in, ball out. Oh, it's in!
That caught the line. Bernadette Pons with point number 26 of that back row attack. Successful challenge from the Cool Smashers.
Challenge is successful.
Now we are officially at match point.
Creamline has 6 match points and Galeries Tower has to play it perfect. Mabilangan going up to Bombita off speed. Whoop. Net infraction.
Net touch.
Net fault called against the Cool Smashers. MG is asking, saan? Saan? 5 match points. The Galeries Tower has to save if they want to stay alive. They go up to MG. Chance ball for Creamline. Let's see what they'll do. They choose a quick hit. Teresa Sato. Aero was there. challenge is
And the
called
challenge
here.
on the floor by Galeries Tower for a net fault. Challenge, a net fault, Galeries Tower.
Net fault. Challenge card was up from Galeries Tower.
So this was an in-between rally challenge. If they're successful, this becomes a point for Galeries Tower. If they become unsuccessful, the play will be replayed because it was in between a sequence. No call was called yet.
Well, if you challenge mid-rally, if you lose that challenge, the point will actually be awarded.
Oh, so this
to
is very
the opponent.
this
Yes,
can
it
be
is
very
a crucial challenge
crucial
from Galeries Tower because Creamline is at match point. Yes, there was a net touch, but it was from
the
the
Galeries
Galeries
side.
Tower
So
Highrisers.
it actually became the cause of their demise. The unsuccessful challenge turns out to be a point for the Creamline Cool Smashers, confirming that there was a net fault. This Panalo play of the game is brought to you by Yakult. Yakult, every day, okay. And that concludes our nail-biting
Congratulations to our
set
Creamline Cool Smashers. We're taking this
four-setter
to four
match
sets.
between Creamline and Galeries Tower. Galeries Tower showed a gallant fight and a valiant effort here, Neil, because they actually withstood a lot of challenges. Deuced the game for 3 sets and only let go during the 4th set. If you can see, it's very tight, everything has extended, and this is really a good sign for Galeries, and this is a sign that their program is starting to build up.
It wasn't an easy win for the Cool Smashers. They were definitely tested by the Galeries Tower Highrisers. But again, the Galeries are on the way to finally getting a win here in our first round of preliminaries.
We're seeing signs of life, signs of sparkle from the Highrisers, but you know, we're still going to see them in the next round and in the next games. Now, let's check in our player of the game, who is with Kyla Castillo.
That's right, Cinch. I'm now with our best player of the game from the Creamline Cool Smashers, Erica Stanton. What a performance! You garnered 29 points from 25 attacks, 3 blocks, and 1 ace. Oh my goodness, 42% attack efficiency. You're crazy out there. So I just want to ask, what were your adjustments to completely put a stop on Galeries?
Honestly, I think just staying aggressive. Their defense was their defense was so good. They were getting such good touches on every single ball. So I think swinging high and hard was efficient for me. So that's what I stuck with.
Erica, more on that. Everyone was on the edge of their seats. What can you say about your opponent's performance, the Galeries Tower Highrisers?
I think it was so good. I think the crowd was going crazy. I don't think there was a moment where we were relaxed at any point because they fought back at every single point. So even we had some pretty big leads at some points and they caught up. I don't know what the end score was to every set, but it was super, super close. So they definitely had us on the edge of our seats and put up such a good fight. It was definitely a tough game to play.
I definitely agree with you, Erica. Now you guys are closer to securing a top spot before the crossover round. What more can we expect from you and the rest of the Cool Smashers?
Yeah, I think just improving our game every day. This was such a tough game, but there are definitely some areas where we can improve. So getting back in the gym, training for our next match, because we know every match from now on is just going to be equally as hard. So just really focusing every day in training and trying to clean up a lot of our errors. I think that was some of our problem today.
Yeah, that's right, Erica. Now, if there's anyone that you'd like to meet about our fans here in the arena right now, go ahead.
Yeah, hi guys. Thank you all for coming. We love you. We appreciate you. And shout out to my family at home. They woke up at like 2 in the morning to watch. So love you guys.
Well, what can we say? Anything for the love of volleyball. There you have it, folks. Once again, our best player of the game from the Creamline Cool Smashers, Erica Stanton. Back to the panel.
Thank you so much, Kyla. And we'd like to also greet yesterday's birthday girl, Bea De Leon. A big happy birthday. She is receiving gifts from the fans here inside the arena. We'd also like to quickly greet, of course, the Staunton and the Torres family who are watching us in North America. Thank you for staying up late with us here at the PVL. Now, coming up next, it's going to be a red battle. Will it be a question of force versus power, speed versus might? Who will win? We'll find out when we return. Now, on behalf of our courtside reporter, Kyla Castillo, my partner, Neil Flores, and our director, Al Neri, together with the men and women here in Signal TV. We thank you for watching us here. I'm Sinjin Reyes, and this has been the Premier Volleyball League 2024 Reinforced Conference, the heart of volleyball.